welcome. I hope you're keeping safe and well. Whether or not you're a member of Freedom of Mind Community Choir, thank you for joining us today, and I hope you find the session makes you feel good, because that's the purpose of our choir. We're going to start today by warming up our voices gently, so if you can imagine you've been given a tiny present, this is going to make you go, ah, very gently. So give it a try. Ah. Okay, now we're going to imagine a slightly bigger present. This is going to be worthy of a greater ah, something like ah. Give that a try. Ah. Okay, now if we imagine a really giant present, it's going to need a really big ah, so maybe a car or something like that. Let's go for it. Ah. Let's try that together. Ah. Good stuff. Now, we'll warm up our bodies with a song called Tony Chestnut. So the words are, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's what Tony knows. But through the words of the song, we're going to point to the body part as follows. So this is how the song goes. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's what Tony knows. I almost got it right myself. Let's try that together now you've heard the tune. So, ready, steady, off we go. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's what Tony knows. Hope you managed that one okay. And the last thing we're going to do is one of my favourite songs from high school. This is Fred Has a Head Like a Ping Pong Ball. And you'll probably recognise the tune. This is to warm up all of the muscles in our face and our mouth, but also to warm up our brains. So it goes like this. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball. That's the first half. Let's try that wee bit together. Ready, steady, off we go. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball. And this is my favourite bit. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball. Okay, so that's the whole thing. That middle second half, the middle section goes ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. And the second half, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. So let's try that whole ping pong section. Here we go, 3, 4. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Okay, so I think you're ready to try the whole thing. Your cheeks should be aching by now, I would say. Okay, here we go. Ready, steady, off we go. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Fred has a head like a ping pong ball. Ping pong ball. Well done. Okay, now we've got two simple songs to sing together today, and the first one is a round, and it's called All Shall Be Well. And the words from this were written by Julian of Norwich, who was an anchoress who experienced both isolation and living through a pandemic. And she still had something positive to say, so I thought it might be an appropriate simple round to learn today. So the words are, all shall be well, and all shall be well. and all manner of things shall be well. That's the whole song, so not too bad today. The melody goes like this. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Let's sing that together. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. So that's how the song goes, and when we sing it as a round, it can be in many parts, but today I've arranged it as a 3-part round. So if you would like the easiest version, then sing with me from the beginning, and if you'd like a more challenging version, you can come in the 2nd round or in the 3rd round, and we'll see how we get on. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Now the second short song that I'd like to teach to you today is by Sue Kirkpatrick, and again I thought the words seemed very appropriate for the current situation. There are 3 different parts in this song, and I'm going to teach you all of them just now, and then you can stick with one part if you like, or you can learn all 3 parts and move through them, which is what I'll do in this arrangement, or you can stop with the 2nd part if you like that one, as you prefer. So all the way through, sticking with the first part is the easiest version, or you can do parts 1 and 2, or try 1, 2 and 3 if you'd like a challenge. So the words for this are: we are one world, one voice, one heart beating. Okay, and it goes like this. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. Let's give that a try together. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. Okay, so let's consider that as one time through, where we sing those words twice, and then it just keeps repeating. So we'll actually do that whole thing for a 2nd time, and then I'll bring in the other part. So let's sing that through now, double the length. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. And that would continue, but then there's a 2nd part comes in at that point, and this is a slightly higher part, so if you've got a higher voice you might enjoy moving on to this 2nd part. It comes in slightly later, so you hear we are one world, we are one heart beating, we are one world, one heart beating. So I'll sing you a short phrase at a time and you sing it back to me. We are one world. Your turn. My turn. We are one heart beating. We are one world. One heart beating. times before we add in the third and final part to the song, which is a bit faster, so it's a really good exercise again for really enunciating your words. It goes, everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Your turn. Everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. So let's try and sing that part twice through now, which is how it will happen, and that's how we'll know it's the end of the song. Everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Okay, so that's all three parts. As I say, we'll sing through the first part, which I'll aim for in the middle. I'm going to conduct in the middle. And then when the second part comes in, that's going to be for my imaginary highs, who will be over this side. And when the third part comes in, that'll be for my imaginary lows over this side. So you can beat all the parts if you want, or just choose one and stick with it. Let's see how we get on together. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one world, one voice, one heart beating. We are one voice, one heart beating. We are one voice, one heart beating. We are one voice, we are one heart beating. We are one voice, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. Everybody living in this world, everybody has a voice, let's use it. Everybody living in this world, one heart beating. I hope you've enjoyed the session. If you're in the choir, maybe see you soon for our social time together. Otherwise, take care and stay well.